The Pomodoro Technique. Welcome to your guide on mastering focus and productivity using the Pomodoro Technique, a simple, science-backed time management system. The Pomodoro Technique is a proven method that helps you work smarter, not harder, by leveraging the brain's natural attention span. It introduces a structured approach to time, work in short bursts of deep focus, followed by regular breaks. This method can significantly enhance your ability to stay on task, reduce mental fatigue, and maintain consistent productivity throughout the day. You'll explore the origins of the technique, discover the psychology and science behind it, and learn exactly how to implement it. We'll also examine useful tools, apps, and strategies that can make Pomodoro work even better for you. Whether you're an engineer coding a new model, a physicist analyzing data, or a researcher writing a thesis, the Pomodoro Technique offers a powerful framework to manage time, beat procrastination, and produce high-quality results with less stress. Why focus is hard and valuable. In today's world, focus is more difficult and more valuable than ever. Constant notifications, endless multitasking, and digital overload have fragmented our attention. Studies show people check their phones nearly 100 times per day, breaking concentration and disrupting flow. Open office environments, once designed for collaboration, now often contribute to shallow work due to noise and distractions. Meanwhile, managing long to-do lists can overload your mental bandwidth, making it hard to prioritize or follow through. But here lies a powerful opportunity. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus deeply is a rare and marketable edge. Sustained attention allows for more thoughtful engineering, fewer mistakes in research, and faster problem-solving. It's not just about avoiding distractions, it's about building a system that protects your cognitive bandwidth. The Pomodoro Technique addresses this head-on by helping you reclaim your focus in a structured, repeatable way. Distracted workspace versus focused workspace. Let's compare two work modes. A distracted workspace typically involves multitasking, high stress, and low output. Think of having over a dozen browser tabs open, constantly switching between emails, meetings, and tasks. This results in fragmented attention and mental fatigue. Now contrast that with a focused workspace. Here, you engage in one task at a time, using structured work intervals. The Pomodoro Technique encourages a 25-minute timer of undivided focus followed by a short break. This method helps you enter the highly coveted flow state where work feels effortless and deeply engaging. The cognitive overhead of switching tasks is reduced, and productivity naturally rises. Just by closing unnecessary tabs and focusing on a single task, your ability to perform complex work, whether debugging code or designing experiments, can dramatically improve. Focused work isn't just efficient, it's transformative for the quality and impact of your results. What is the Pomodoro Technique? The Pomodoro Technique is a time management method created by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. He developed it as a student struggling with procrastination and distraction. The technique gets its name from the Italian word pomodoro, meaning tomato, inspired by the tomato-shaped kitchen timer Cirillo used to manage his time. The core principle is to break your work into short, focused intervals, called pomodoros, each typically lasting 25 minutes. These are followed by short, 5-minute breaks to reset your mental energy. After 4 pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This rhythm allows you to work with your brain's natural cycles, not against them. The main goal is to reduce procrastination and help you stay focused, productive, and mentally fresh. By using this simple structure, you can accomplish more in less time, without burning out or losing motivation along the way. The Pomodoro Cycle. The Pomodoro Cycle follows a simple and repeatable pattern. You begin with 25 minutes of focused work. This is 1 Pomodoro. After that, take a 5-minute break to relax, stretch, hydrate, or briefly step away. Once you've completed 4 Pomodoros, it's time for a longer break, lasting between 15 to 30 minutes. This cycle is designed to align with the brain's attention span and cognitive stamina. The short breaks prevent mental fatigue and keep your brain fresh. Longer breaks allow for deeper recovery and reflection. Whether you're solving technical equations, writing reports, or learning new software, this structure ensures steady, sustainable productivity. Over time, the Pomodoro rhythm helps you build habits of deep focus and energy management. Instead of powering through hours of work with diminishing returns, you create intervals that preserve mental clarity while maximizing your output. Who created the Pomodoro Technique? The Pomodoro Technique was developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s while he was a university student in Italy. Cirillo found himself struggling with procrastination and scattered focus. To counteract this, he began experimenting with time-boxed intervals, using a tomato-shaped kitchen timer, thus giving the method its name. In the 1990s, he formally presented the method and eventually wrote the book, The Pomodoro Technique, which provided a structured system for productivity. Over time, his approach gained traction among students, professionals, and entire teams. Cirillo evolved the method from a personal experiment into a globally recognized time management system. Today, it's used by millions around the world. Engineers, researchers, writers, and knowledge workers all benefit from its simplicity and effectiveness. Cirillo himself became a productivity consultant, helping people and organizations apply Pomodoro principles to their workflow and daily operations. How does the Pomodoro Technique work? The structure of the Pomodoro Technique is simple but powerful. First, you commit to 25 minutes of focused work on a single task. This is one Pomodoro. Next, you take a short 5-minute break to recharge. This cycle is repeated 4 times. After completing 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This method is highly effective because it reduces mental fatigue, creates a sense of steady progress, and supports consistent output. Each short break helps maintain focus throughout the day, while longer breaks promote deeper rest and recovery. The cycle builds momentum, turning long, daunting tasks into a series of manageable sprints. Whether you're writing code, conducting lab analysis, or solving complex design problems, this approach keeps your mind fresh and focused. The Pomodoro rhythm turns time into a strategic tool for sustainable productivity. The science behind Pomodoro's effectiveness. Pomodoro's effectiveness is grounded in cognitive science. Research shows that most people can only maintain deep focus for 20 to 40 minutes before concentration starts to decline. Short, regular breaks, like the ones in the Pomodoro system, prevent mental burnout and enhance memory retention. Time boxing a task creates a sense of urgency and rewards the brain with dopamine once the interval is complete. This boosts motivation and reduces resistance to starting. Structuring work into defined sprints makes it easier to begin, especially for tasks we tend to procrastinate on. It taps into ultradian rhythms, natural 90 to 120-minute cycles of brain activity, and gives the prefrontal cortex regular rest, improving long-term concentration. Studies show Pomodoro users report higher task completion rates, reduced fatigue, and significantly less time spent in distracted states. In other words, the technique works because it aligns with how the brain naturally functions and thrives. How to use the Pomodoro Technique, step by step. Here's how to apply the Pomodoro Technique in 5 simple steps. First, choose a task that requires focus. This could be coding, studying, writing, or analyzing data. Next, set a timer for 25 minutes using a physical timer, mobile app, or software tool. Then, work with full focus. Don't check messages, emails, or notifications. If distractions arise, jot them down to handle later. When the timer rings, take a 5-minute break. Stand, stretch, hydrate, or step away from your screen. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This step-by-step process structures your time, reduces stress, and promotes sustainable productivity. One pro tip: keep a notepad nearby to quickly capture distractions or ideas without interrupting your workflow. This small habit allows you to stay focused while still acknowledging important thoughts that arise during deep work. Tools and apps for Pomodoro. There are many tools available to help you implement the Pomodoro technique. Physical timers, like the original tomato-shaped version, offer a tactile and distraction-free option. Mobile and desktop apps provide digital alternatives, often with added features like progress tracking, statistics, and customization. Popular productivity platforms like Trello, Todoist, and Notion now offer Pomodoro integrations or templates. When selecting a tool, prioritize simplicity. Choose something that minimizes distractions and doesn't complicate your workflow. Some popular apps include Focus Booster for time tracking, pomofocus.io for a clean web-based experience, Forest for gamified focus, and Tomato Timer for minimalistic timing. If you're on iOS or Mac, Be Focused integrates well. You can also create custom setups using DIY tools. Test different options to discover what fits your workflow best, whether you prefer lightweight timers or robust systems with analytics. Key benefits overview. The Pomodoro technique offers several core benefits that enhance both productivity and well-being. First, it boosts focus by minimizing multitasking and reducing context switching, which helps you concentrate more deeply on each task. Second, it increases accountability. Instead of logging vague hours, you measure output in concrete Pomodoro intervals. Third, it helps prevent burnout by incorporating regular breaks, allowing your mind to reset and recharge throughout the day. Fourth, it supports better planning by helping you estimate how many Pomodoros each task will take, leading to improved time management. Lastly, it increases motivation. Each Pomodoro you complete feels like a mini victory, building momentum and a sense of accomplishment. Research backs these benefits, showing that scheduled breaks improve mental agility and lead to sustained performance. The Pomodoro technique is not just about getting more done. It's about working smarter, with energy and clarity. Deep focus. Eliminate multitasking. One of the most powerful aspects of the Pomodoro technique is its ability to eliminate multitasking. Multitasking fragments attention, and studies show it can take up to 23 minutes to fully refocus after an interruption. By contrast, Pomodoro encourages single tasking: one task, one timer, one clear goal. This focus prevents context switching, which drains mental energy and reduces efficiency. Working in focused sprints enhances mental clarity and precision, ideal for engineers debugging code or scientists running simulations. It also allows for measurable progress. You can count Pomodoros, track results, and reflect on what works. Research shows people working in time-boxed intervals not only complete complex tasks 27% faster, but also report 37% higher satisfaction with their work. By using this structured focus method, you train your brain to concentrate deeply and produce higher quality results in less time, with fewer errors and interruptions. The Pomodoro Technique at work. The Pomodoro Technique adapts seamlessly across different professions. For engineers and developers, it breaks complex coding tasks into manageable units, ideal for debugging, building features, or reviewing code. Writers and researchers benefit from steady progress, using Pomodoros for drafting, reviewing literature, or editing documents. In customer service and sales, it helps structure outreach efforts, follow-ups, CRM updates, and lead qualification. For managers, Pomodoros create space for strategic planning, performance reviews, and administrative work without distractions. The Pomodoro Technique for teams. A particularly effective variation for teams is the silent Pomodoro, where everyone works in sync, timing focus periods and breaks together. This collective rhythm promotes accountability, minimizes interruptions, and enhances team cohesion. Whether applied individually or in teams, Pomodoro supports deeper engagement, clearer task ownership, and sustained momentum throughout the workday. It transforms chaotic schedules into coordinated, high-performance workflows tailored to the cognitive needs of each role. Adapting Pomodoro to your work style. The Pomodoro Technique is highly adaptable. The standard 25-5 format, 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of rest, works well for most tasks, but some people may benefit from longer or shorter intervals. The 50-10 method offers extended focus periods, making it ideal for problem-solving or programming. The 90-minute cycle aligns with natural ultradian brain rhythms and is suited for deep creative work or research. For those with shorter attention spans or ADHD, the 10-2 sprint model allows brief but effective bursts. Finding the right cycle is about discovering what sustains both your productivity and energy. Track your productivity patterns, evaluate your focus windows, and adapt as needed. Visual comparisons help determine what style best supports your brain. Whether it's tackling equations, writing reports, or debugging hardware issues, customizing Pomodoro cycles helps you work smarter and with more cognitive alignment. Overcoming Pomodoro challenges. Even with a great system, challenges can arise, and the Pomodoro Technique has strategies to overcome them. Interruptions are common. Use a notepad to jot down ideas or distractions and revisit them during breaks. Signal to others you're in a focused session using a Do Not Disturb status. Task misfit is another hurdle. If a task is too large, break it into smaller Pomodoro-sized chunks. If a task is too small, group it with others into one session. Use task breakdown techniques before starting to ensure smoother flow. Finally, resistance to getting started is real. Begin with just one Pomodoro. That small commitment lowers the mental barrier and often sparks momentum. You can also reward yourself after finishing a session to reinforce the habit. Most importantly, the Pomodoro Technique is flexible. Adapt it to fit your needs, your tasks, and your environment. It's a tool, not a rigid rulebook. Tracking your Pomodoros and optimizing workflow. Tracking Pomodoros provides valuable insight into how you work. By recording how many Pomodoros each task takes, you can better understand your time requirements and spot inefficiencies. It helps identify which tasks consume more time than expected and where distractions tend to arise. You can also discover your personal productivity peaks, times of day when you perform best on demanding tasks. This data leads to smarter planning, better prioritization, and improved focus. Use tools like a simple logbook, mobile apps, desktop software, or web services that sync across devices. Tracking also supports continuous improvement. What gets measured gets managed. For example, if you notice a report takes 5 Pomodoros each week, you can better allocate time and avoid overloading your schedule. Weekly Pomodoro analytics, like a productivity score, help you optimize your workflow and see tangible gains. Over time, tracking becomes a feedback loop that drives long-term growth. Conclusion: make time work for you. The Pomodoro Technique isn't just a productivity trick, it's a mindset shift. It helps you approach time intentionally, not reactively. By working in structured sprints with regular breaks, you reclaim control of your attention, manage energy levels, and improve output quality. It allows you to schedule priorities instead of just reacting to urgency. With Pomodoro, you can enhance your focus, measure productivity in meaningful ways, and avoid burnout by working with, not against, your brain's rhythms. Whether you're coding, analyzing data, writing a paper, or managing projects, this method builds sustainable, long-term performance. Ready to take action? Start with just one Pomodoro today. Set the timer for 25 minutes, choose one task, and focus completely. You'll be surprised how much progress a single Pomodoro can deliver. As Stephen Covey said, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Let Pomodoro help you do exactly that.